an armor! Oh, that's right. Sorry, I lost in my own little world there. Hello, my fellow hunters, and welcome to Monster Hunter Rise. Oh, yes, it is happening, and oh, it is good. I hope you are so thoroughly enjoying yourselves so far, because this game is something special. But you know what makes this epic journey even epicer? Well, having the right equipment for the job. So today, welcome to the best armor set to get you through both low and high rank, and smoothly placed in Endgame. Now, of course, the disclaimer should be that you can make really anything you want, craft any bits of armor you fancy, and have a smashing time. There is no right way to hunt. However, if you are of the mind of, okay, I want to be powerful through my Rise journey, but I also want to do as minimal farming as possible until Endgame. What's the quickest power-to-time ratio armor I can get at the start of low and high rank? Well, good news, because I've got that answer. So you start the game in your full Kimura, which is, you know, a pretty decent looking armor set. The actual armor itself is utterly garbage. Fugan, seriously, do better. But fortunately, you can swiftly upgrade this. Simply do the first low-ranked Great Izuchi, and perhaps by no coincidence, the first new monster, which is also your first monster, has an excellent armor set. And you want to be wearing his head, his chest, and his waist. Really just slather that Izuchi on there. Then you're gonna wait until you gather your first bit of Macalite ore from the frosty islands, and you're gonna add to that the newly unlocked alloy gloves. Then finally, once you get to 3-star village quests, which only requires slaying like a couple basic yet still very good low tier monsters, you can then pop to the floodingest of forests and the sandiest of plains, grab the next tier of ore in the form of Dragonite, and then unlock the ingot armor set, of which you will purchase the leggings. This is essentially it then for a long while. 3 pieces of Izuchi, 2 bits of metal, giving you a nice round bit of affinity and bit of attack. Weapon-wise, you can essentially just choose whatever you want. It's low rank, you're going to be bashing monsters good, especially with the lower health in village, but the simplest, easiest path is to just go the pure bone tree or the pure iron tree and upgrade it as high as you can on whichever one takes your fancy. This will give you plenty of defense, plenty of offense, and generally having you sorted. Now, you could keep this all the way to high rank, finish low rank village, and progress to the hub, but we kind of want to make it a little bit more interesting, don't we? So when you get to 5-star village, you unlock Magnamalo, and behold, the flagship armor is pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. But more importantly, a lot of fun, and also very powerful when you don't have the full access to endgameness. So, open up your shopping cart and place within it Magnamalo weapon, Magnamalo chest, gloves, and waist. Then on the weapon, you want to give it the ramp up skill to enhance your Hellfire Blight. You will have unlocked ramp up skills by this point through the natural story. Now, this ramp up skill then is especially quite cool, the Soul of Magnamalo. Basically, it just gives you more raw, 12 to be precise, when you have Hellfire Blight, and thanks to the Magnamalo armor and the level 3 Hellfire Cloak, you will just gain Hellfire when the monster is enraged. Now don't worry, this isn't that threatening to you. It's not going to just kill you, but it will help you kill the monster. It works pretty much like the debuff Magnamalo gives you. You can wire bug to drop it, which will then blow it up on the monster, dealing damage and knocking them over, and the combination of that plus the quite powerful for this stage Magnamalo weapon and Magnamalo Soul will see you both having an absolutely fantastic time and effortlessly chewing through the monsters. This will also have you sailing through the first couple stars of high rank to which you should now progress. Then, once at high rank, and don't worry, there'll be a full kind of look at Hellfire because it's a very cool new mechanic to play around with, constantly debuffing yourself to kill monsters faster, but for now, just know that it worked good and is very fun. Have a play with it. Then we get to high rank, and what you want to do here is almost essentially get the low rank set you had, but now the high rank version, except for 2 pieces. You will be getting the Izuchi helm, you will be getting the Izuchi chest. Again, great Izuchi, accessible straight away upon reaching high rank. Then you also want to be using the Kimura braces, and the reason for that is they're actually not bad in their high rank version. They have 2 crit ions, so I guess Fugame, thanks for listening. Couple this then with baggy waist, and again, great baggy, accessible straight away, and then finally you want to upgrade to ingot greaves, but the high rank version once you reach yourself 5-star hub quests and gain access to the high rank flooded forest and high rank sandy plains. Weapon wise, you want to just make the great Izuchi weapon for you and take it to the highest level that you can. This is a plenty powerful weapon and will pretty much get you all the way to endgame. You can of course still just keep going down the ore and bone tree and have similarly good results. Then that's pretty much it. That is an incredibly solid set of armor for you to be going through the hub, which will have more health than single player, but it's still scaled to single player, so it's not that much of a bad time. Eventually, you'll find yourself rolling against Zinogre and Rathalos, which are on the same star level as each other, and you might want to invest in the Zinogre chest and helm for weakness exploit, the Rathalos gloves and waist for a lovely bit of 4 attack, and attack is very much buffed in this game. It just gives you plus percentage damage, which is ludicrous, and again, that will come up a lot, but for now, know that attack equals very, very good. Then again, maybe don't farm the Rathalos waist because it requires a Rathalos ruby, and you know, you might be like a certain person who perhaps is speaking to you right now who had to, I don't know, you know, maybe hunt 20 of them before he got one of them! Oh! But that aside, you are pretty much on the right track, and likely you'll be using these 4 pieces, honestly, along with ingot legs, in a lot of your builds, so they're very much worth getting hold of. They're kind of core solid armor pieces with how the talismans and decorations work. And in terms of talismans, when you unlock them, just wear the best talisman you have access to, and in decorations, just craft the ones that you can and put them in where you can. That very much is a freedom that you have. Oh, and in case you're wondering, Palico or Palamute-wise, essentially just give them the armor and weapon of whatever the highest level monster you have currently slain is that you don't care about. They're quite a hefty addition in Rise this time around, and you just want to give them as good of a weapon as you can. We don't really have the world days of just give your Palico a paralysis weapon for a free paralysis. It works a little bit different, and your followers aren't just free statuses, at least not from their weapon, so just give them the best stuff that you can find, / what you think looks cool. But this essentially is the minimal amount of thought that you need to put in to unlocking and seeing everything Rise has without any pain in doing so. Obviously, there's a lot more depth here, and I'm sure you will explore it, as will I in many more videos to come, but this really is the starting point if you're looking at all the new armor and feeling perhaps a little bit lost. So there you go, guys. That is the armor that is very easy to get hold of and is very good for the ease of getting holdering, and will have you merrily slaying, stabbing, and murdering your way to more and more fantastical skins to wear. I will see you at Endgame. Like you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.